I'm gonna be honest and tell you guys that I'm suffering a little bit at the moment. I'm getting to the end of my pregnancy and I'm absolutely feeling awful. I was planning on doing a update for you guys, but I just feel like it's getting really repetitive at this stage. So what I decided to do was ask you guys some questions and do a pregnancy Q&A. So I'm going to answer all of your questions that you have for me, just to change things up a little bit from the regular updates that I've been doing. So this first question comes from Sabrina, and she asks, what will be the name for our daughter? We actually haven't decided on a name. We haven't finalized a name. We are pretty sure we know what the middle name is going to be. Yes, this baby is going to have a middle name. Jacob does not have a middle name. Yeah, we thought like Jacob doesn't have a middle name and Jordan doesn't have a middle name and I have a middle name, so I thought it'd be cool for her to have a middle name, just to sort of follow the, I don't know, the parent gender traditions. I don't know. We have a short list of first names, so we are almost there. We probably will wait till the birth to tell you guys the name, although we probably won't know the name till then either, because we can't decide. This question comes from Isabel, and she asks, have you chosen the baby's name yet? So like I said in the last answer, no, we haven't chosen the baby's first name, although we're pretty 99% sure on what the middle name is going to be. The next question comes from Veronica, and she asks, is this pregnancy different than your first? I would have to say that they have been very similar pregnancies up until a point. The first trimester of both pregnancies, I had morning sickness and extreme fatigue and everything like that, so very similar symptoms. I did have two very different cravings for each pregnancy. So with Jacob, I craved a lot of savory foods, and with this pregnancy, as you guys know, I've been craving a lot of sweet food. The cravings kind of have gone away now. It was more towards the middle of my pregnancy that I was craving things, but now I can see the differences of these pregnancies, and I think the main reason that I'm feeling differently about this pregnancy to my last pregnancy is because I am chasing around a toddler all day, every day. I definitely have a lot more back pain and just overall tiredness this pregnancy, and I don't know whether that is that I'm not allowed to sleep as much as I did with my first. I'm more active. I have to be active with a toddler. Yeah, and that might be causing the symptoms, but I don't know if that is what's causing it or if it's a different pregnancy altogether. Some people have said that I am carrying differently, so I don't really notice that stuff. Yeah, just feeling quite tired and having a lot of pains this pregnancy, which is different to my first. She is kicking so much right now. It's almost hurting. So the next question comes from Sam Fowler, and she asks, have you decided on a name and predictions of when Bub will come, early, late, on time? Yeah, I've already covered the first question about the name, but predictions on when baby will come. I have been having what I think are Braxton Hicks contractions in my back. I don't even know if that's possible. Or if I'm just, you know, having a lot of pain in my back, but it is coming and going. So that's why I think they might be contractions. And it kind of scared me last week because I hadn't packed my hospital bag, and there was a day when I was just in a lot of pain and I was like, this could be it. I could be having the baby today. Yeah, I quickly went and packed my hospital bag because I was so scared that that was it. I just have a strong feeling that this baby is going to come early, just because, I don't know, I've been more active. I've been experiencing a lot more pains and things in the last couple of days to week. I don't know when she will come, probably, I don't know. She'll probably come in December sometime. That's my prediction. I'm guessing mid-December. Kind of hoping that she'll come a little bit early, not too early because I want her fully cooked, but a little bit early because these pains are getting really bad. And I'm really hoping that she doesn't come overdue. I know how that feels, and it's not a good feeling. And if I'm feeling pains now at 35 weeks, oh God, at 40 weeks is going to be challenging. Ashley asks, craziest craving yet? I wouldn't say I've had like those crazy cravings, like mixing things together that don't usually go together or anything like that. But I would say that craving like icy foods, like icy drinks and donuts was a big craving for me, but it's not really a weird craving. This next question comes from Katie, and she asks, what will be your birth plan or things you wish to happen during and after labor? My birth plan is to get this baby out in the safest way possible, whether that be natural, whether that be with, you know, the help of medicine, whether that be with C-section. I just want this baby to come into the world in a safe way and be very healthy. In saying that, my birth plan is to do a natural labor like I did with Jacob, and I'm going to try not to use medical intervention. So I am going with the birth center this time. And so it's not going to be in the like direct hospital, but it's right next to the hospital. So if I do need medical intervention, I will be wheeled over to the hospital, but definitely trying for a natural birth. In saying that, I know the pains of labor. I know how incredibly painful it is. So if I was to have medication, it would probably be the gas and air. Sterile water injections I've heard are really good. I didn't have that with Jacob, but I've been recommended it this time, so I'm gonna go try that if I need anything. I'm going to try not to have the morphine injection that I had with Jacob this time, just because there is the potential for it to cross over to the baby, and as much as I am all for having whatever you need to get that baby out, I'm going to try not to have that. I want to labor as long as possible at home before we leave for the birth center, so I just found that being at home is more comfortable. You're in your own element. I know what I'm doing this time, if I could say that. I probably shouldn't say that because I don't know what I'm doing, but I have more of an idea what goes on at the hospital or the birth center when you're in delivery. I know that I could have stayed home a little bit longer with Jacob, so this time I want to stay at home and labor for as long as possible. And yeah, the plan for afterbirth is I would like to have skin-to-skin contact for at least an hour after the birth. That's one thing I definitely want to tell the midwives about my birth and delivery, is that I want that skin to skin straight away. I had a few issues with breastfeeding with Jacob, and I would like to establish that connection and that bond straight away. This next question comes from Caitlin, and she asks, are your healthcare providers supportive of you being vegan? I had a good GP, but not everyone was as educated as they should have been. Do you have any plans to encapsulate your placenta? I didn't do this, but I have friends who did and swear by it. So with the first questions, are your healthcare providers supportive? I am not 100% vegan. I would like to say I am, but I'm not. I do have the occasional dairy when I go out or when we eat out. So yeah, I can't say that I am 100% vegan, but in terms of my healthcare providers, I've had GPs previously who were not supportive of me being vegan, or, you know, not eating meat and not very much dairy. In the home, I don't eat dairy at all. So yeah, they weren't very supportive with that. With my midwives at the birth center, I haven't told them, to be honest. I think I have told them that I don't eat meat, which they were fine with, but I haven't told them that I don't have very much dairy either. And no, I will not be encapsulating my placenta. I have heard mixed reviews on this, and it's not to say that I disagree with it or anything like that. I just, yeah, it's not for me. The next questions come from Crystal. And she asks, what do you think baby girl is going to look like? Hair color, eye color, more like you or more like Jordan? I'm very torn between everything about her appearance. We have brown hair in the family, we have blonde hair in the family, so this baby could come out with either color, although I do tend to think that she will have lighter hair. Doesn't mean that she'll have as blonde a hair as Jacob does. And I actually have quite a big feeling that she's going to look a little bit more like Jordan this time. That's just probably because Jacob looks a lot like me. Who knows, like she might look a lot like Jordan. But yeah, it's really hard to predict what they will look like just because of the genes in our family. There's such a mix of different characteristics. So I'll just say that I hope that she comes out healthy and happy. And the last question comes from Tess. She asks, what are you looking forward to most? What worries you the most? And what are you doing to prepare Jacob for the new bub? I like these questions. What are you looking forward to most? I'm looking forward to meeting this little girl. I feel as though this pregnancy has flown by, but I'm really, really excited just to meet her and see her for the first time, and also see how Jacob will react to her. I'm hoping it's going to be good. If not, we'll work on that, but just see their interaction, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to that sibling bond that I hope will be there. What worries you most? Definitely what worries me most is Jacob and being around the baby. Jacob is quite clingy towards me. So if I am feeding the baby or if I'm being with the baby, which I will be for a lot of the time, I worry that he is going to resent the baby or resent me for not being with him as much as he is used to. I definitely think he's going to be an amazing big brother, but I do worry that he gets very excited sometimes, and it's not that he intentionally hits out, but he hits out when he gets excited and he's, you know, rough and tumble kind of boy, and I really hope that he doesn't do that with the baby. And what am I doing to prepare him? To be quite honest, our lives have been quite crazy in the last couple of weeks, so I haven't really done anything other than every time that he sort of notices my belly or touches my belly, we say baby, and we have baby dolls for Jacob just to get him used to the idea of a baby, and he does kiss the baby, which is really cute to see. But I don't know whether he's going to make that connection with the baby doll being the same as baby, and I definitely don't think that he knows that he's going to have a baby sister very soon. Yeah, it's going to be a big shock for him. Okay, so that's pretty much it for all the questions that I received. I did write down a few things to update you guys on if I was doing an update video. I might just read out some of the symptoms I've been experiencing since my last video. First symptom is that I have been producing colostrum. So like I've been waking up in the morning and my t-shirt has been a little bit wet. Yeah, definitely feel like my body is preparing for breastfeeding. Itchy belly. Definitely had a little bit of a case of itchy belly. I moisturize on the regular, so I didn't know where it came from, but it did feel quite itchy, like I think it was a week ago. But I just did extra moisturizing on my belly and it seems to have gone away now. My belly has dropped significantly and I can feel it. So that's another symptom I've been experiencing. And as I said before, lower back pain, which I think might be Braxton Hicks contractions. At my last appointment, they told me that she is head down, so that's really good news. She is definitely ready for labor and delivery. She was not engaged at my last appointment, which was 2 weeks ago, so she's ready to go but not super ready, I don't think. If you have any further questions about where I'm at with my pregnancy or anything in general, comment them down below and be sure to like this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time. I just had my leggings on, so there's like a line across my belly here, so sorry about that. But I just wanted to show you guys my belly. As you can see, lots of beautiful stretch marks. It just comes with pregnancy. As you can tell, she's dropped quite a bit. And that's her from the front.